Alright, hi, here's my card. Alright, so for my problem, I had the one with the balancing the equation, and so that I was given 125 grams of titanium and 125 grams of O2. So I needed to find the limiting reactant. So what you do in order to find the limiting reactant, you have to get it, see how much each of them would be able to make. So you put 125 grams of titanium, you want to get the molar mass of that, get to moles with that, so you put the molar mass here, under moles of titanium, and then from moles of titanium you want to get to moles of titanium oxide. So you put 1 mole of titanium oxide, it's a little hard to read, over 1 mole of titanium to cancel out moles of titanium. And then you want to get grams of titanium oxide. So you multiply that by grams of titanium oxide, or its molar mass, over 1 mole of titanium oxide. And then you find out that this, which ends up being the limiting reactant, 208.56 grams of titanium oxide can be made when given 125 grams of titanium. So you do the same thing basically for oxygen. So you put 125.0 grams of oxygen, you want to get its molar mass in order to go to moles. So its molar mass, when it's O2, it'll be 31.998 grams of O2 under 1 mole of O2. And then you do that to cancel out grams. Then you want to get to moles of titanium oxide, so you multiply it by 1 mole of titanium oxide over 1 mole of oxygen. Cancel out moles of oxygen. Then you multiply it by the molar mass of titanium oxide again over 1 mole, because that's what you're given in the balanced equation. So you cancel out moles of titanium oxide, multiply it by 79.865 grams of titanium oxide, and you find out that when given 125.0 grams of oxygen, you can get 311.99 grams of titanium oxide, making titanium the limiting reactant. So obviously 208.56 grams of titanium oxide is the amount that you can make because with the limiting reactant, because you can't make more without it. So there's 0 grams of titanium left over. And in order to find how many grams of oxygen are left over after the equation, you have to find out how many are consumed. So you do 125 grams of titanium, and you want to get the moles of titanium, so you do it 1 mole of titanium over its molar mass, which is 47.867 grams. Cancel out grams of titanium, and you're at 1 mole. So 1 mole of O2 and 1 mole of titanium, which is what is in the equation. And that cancels out moles of titanium. 1 mole of oxygen. You want to get to the grams of oxygen now, which is its molar mass. You want to get to its molar mass. Or you want grams, so you put its molar mass. So 1 mole of oxygen down here, and 31.998, which is its molar mass when it's O2. So you calculate all this, and it ends up you make 85.56 grams of oxygen are consumed during this. So you take the original amount of oxygen that you're given, which was 125.0 grams, and you subtract the amount that you used in the equation and you're left over with 139.44 grams of oxygen. And that's how much excess reactant is left.